Alright, Schlockmeisters fans, finally by request, we're going to watch Land of the Minotaur from this 12 Creature Features disc. Let's watch. The film starts with some sort of ritual happening here. Caught a brief glimpse of Peter Cushing there as the first victim has been stabbed to death. And here comes victim number 2.
If those children have disappeared, it won't be the first time it's happened in your village, Sergeant.
Donald Pleasance. A couple guys coming to visit Donald Pleasance. He's a father, would-be archaeologist or something, and they found something. Looks like some sort of Minotaur amulet. There's a temple nearby that they want to explore.
What about Carl? Waiting in the car. Meeting her at the airport.
But they snuck away to explore this temple anyway.
Thank you.
I'll be right back.
The double X. This must be the tomb that Father Roach.
You know damn well they're going in. The 2 bodies.
Father Roach was right.
And they found the Minotaur!
We pitched a couple of tents near the temple.
Peter Cushing. He's a regular townsperson also.
I am Baron Carfax. You are on my land. This is one of the oldest pagan sites in the country. I know you're worried, but there's no reason to be. Your friends can't be far away.
I don't know. I'm afraid.
Tom and Ian
Child, they're 30 to say it, so you.
never came out of that
All you
tomb,
need is a good night's rest.
and they're now missing.
You can stay.
And as she leaves, we don't see what happens, but the driver is a detective. He's going to investigate. The girl is Lori. Lori's going to take a shower, and she gets visited by some hooded figures. The hooded figures disappeared. Lori passed out. The next day, the 3 of them explore those tombs. But they found nothing. Now they're going to go see the Baron.
Why can't you return to your own country?
Alas, I'm an exile. You being an American will find that hard to understand.
The guys stumble upon the body of, I believe it's the innkeeper. And outside, Lori's being chased by those hooded figures.
Why don't you turn the lights on?
Because there aren't any lights.
I told you. They've been here. They've turned the
Lori.
lights off.
Stop it!
Sorry.
I'm tired of being treated like a child. Milo doesn't believe me. But there was something chasing me in the woods.
The devil. Yes. Yes, Lori. The devil. I believe the devil has taken possession of this village. Only one thing can save you now. Father Roche.
There's a death curse on the father, and he sees those hooded figures. The father and the detective get cornered, and they get kind of chased into this building. Not sure if that's part of the tomb or exactly what it is. But inside there, they find the missing van.
Somewhere near here.
Milo! It's their car!
Whose car?
The children, Matt and Ian!
Meanwhile, the girl who was kidnapped, as well as Ian, I believe they're a couple, are being sacrificed. Meanwhile, they get that van working and they bust in, hit one of those hooded figures, and come across the 2 dead bodies. Meanwhile, they unhood one of the guys they ran over. Kind of a creepy, weird scene. The guy's not dead. Meanwhile, Lori is now captured and kidnapped. The next day, they see this guy, and I believe that's the same guy who they ran over the night before.
Where is she?
But the Baron puts a stop to the violence.
Come along. Come on. This isn't the last time we'll meet. Forbidden chamber must die. Kill the priest. The exact moment that the moonlight falls on the Minotaur the ceremony begins. And this time, it's Tom and Laurie that have to be killed.
Apparently the Minotaur commands that a couple be
Begins
sacrificed.
when the moon shines through and block it.
So Tom and Laurie are on the agenda tonight. The detective's got a gun, but apparently these fiends cannot be stopped by mere bullets. But what about a cross? Our father happens to have one. A pretty one. Now, I don't know exactly what Donald Pleasance is doing here, but it causes the Minotaur statue to blow up, as well as some of those fiends. And just like that, our heroes are rescued, and our film is over. Alright, let's talk about Land of the Minotaur. It's the second time I've seen this movie. I reviewed this on my previous channel, and I just had somebody recently request that I watch it again, so now's the time, right? So, anyway, the movie came out in 1976, stars Peter Cushing, and Donald Pleasance is in this as well. There is a cult of, I guess, Minotaur worshippers. I don't know. Some sort of satanic devil god. It's basically this Minotaur statue that is in this tomb somewhere. I think the movie's supposed to be taking place in Australia. When I see these kids riding around this van, it says Australia on the front of it. So I guess that's where it is. I don't know. Anyway, Peter Cushing and Donald Pleasance are both British, and they're in it too. So I don't know. Anyway, this cult is occasionally sacrificing people to the Minotaur or Satan or whatever the hell it's supposed to be. And these three kids are coming, they're probably like college-age kids. They're coming to do some exploration on some tombs and stuff. And they end up getting captured and kidnapped by this cult. Two of them, there's two men and a woman. One of the guys... Actually, there's a man and woman who I believe are a couple, and then another guy, his girlfriend is named Laurie, and she's going to come later on. But anyway, the three of them get captured, and on like one of the first nights there, the cult kills two of them. Eventually, Laurie, the girlfriend of the one survivor, I think his name is Tom, shows up, and she goes to Donald Pleasance, who's a local priest in this area. He's aware of some strange goings-on, and then I think it's a reporter who joins them as well. And the three of these people start to investigate what's going on, and it eventually leads them to this tomb in this town where the townspeople who are in this cult are actually just regular townspeople, too. I don't know if they're possessed or what, but anyway, ultimately... Laurie gets kidnapped as well, and then she and her boyfriend Tom are going to be killed, and then the reporter guy, he gets captured as well when he and Donald Pleasance go there to try to stop them. Ultimately, Donald Pleasance, I don't know exactly what he did. He had this like cross thing that was somehow something came out of it or something, and next thing you know, the Minotaur statue is exploding, and all of the people who are dressed in these robes are starting to explode as well, and I guess they all died, and then he ended up freeing the three people who were kidnapped there, and they live happily ever after, I guess. I don't know. That's their movie. So, anyway, strange little film. No nudity in this movie. Actually, there may have been a brief boob from Luann Peters. A couple of people get killed. Not a lot of gore, really, but a couple of people did get sacrificed and stabbed in the bellies, so you got that going for it. But you know what? I honestly enjoyed this movie probably more than I thought I would have. I don't know. It was just something about it that kept me interesting. I do like Donald Pleasance. I like Peter Cushing, too. Peter Cushing adds a touch of class to anything that he does, even some cheap horror movies like this one. But anyway, Land of the Minotaur, I think it's in the public domain. It's available on several different variations. I have it on this 12 Creature Features DVD, which you can get for about $10 or so. Not bad for 12 cheap films. I'll be watching the rest of these films soon that I haven't seen anyway. So anyway, check it out. It's called Land of the Minotaur. Let me know what you think about it and leave some comments down below. We'll talk about it. Watch it. Bye.